Do da do do de do de do de do 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 de do de do 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 de do de do 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 ro 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 do 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 ro ro do 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 oh de do de do do de do 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 da do 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 de 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 do de do de do de do de do 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 da ho de da ho dum de dum de do de dum de and all of that we have a being in the fibers of a hurricane. We have a being in the ancient tides of pulsing in the caverns of the bone. We have a being in all of the emptinesses inside. We have a being in the veins of creation. We have a being. We have a being in all of the emptinesses inside. We have a being. We have a being in the vast desert void of the lands of the heart. We have a being in the fibers of the deepest roots of the mountains. We have a being in the bones of the planet. We have a being in the pulsing ocean, in the bones, in the resilience of the walls of the trabecules, in the face of the eternal tide of the ocean, roaring through the caverns of our bones. Roaring through the swamps of the liver, exploding into the oxygen fields of the dream, chasing the cloud foxes and tigers until final understanding becomes and harmony prevails, and harmony prevails over the myriad drumbeat of all of the trabecules in the skeleton, until all of this skeleton is in its ancient self, and the tides of the ocean are roaring around the cells of the brain. And so, do 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 Tum tai, tum te tai, te tum tai tum. Te tum ta tum ta te tum tam tum. To oh, to have my seat, yeah. Ancient rocks all about, all of the ancient roots still are pulsing to the beat, to the ancient beat of the mountains inside, and their will to become, their will to pierce into the sky, their will to pierce up into the sky of the sun in an intense purple glow. We are this will, we have our being in the vast void inside. We have our being in all of the desert, as the thirsting will to become meets the occasional cloud breath in the breath of the Savior. Greening the distant dune filled tomorrow, a greening, a blooming, and together we builded the groves, the ancient groves of poetry. The ancient groves of poetry, where dreamy wizards wandered over the whirling, winding way of poetry. The ancient winding ways of the twigs of the myriad tree and wood, of the taste of the myriad berry and nut, to the fragrances, the wafting in the air. All of this of us poetry, of us meeting with entirety. Oh, there is nothing better than entirety, and that is what it is to be free. To be free is to live in the realm of eternity. That is to be free. To be free is to live in the realm of eternity. Is to be free. After all, what can befall thee when you are here in eternity? Here in the flowing tides of the bones, in their ancient memory, in being the will of the mountains to pierce into the sky, these ancient caverns of the bones we carry inside of us, these bones which are predating us, and that when we are long gone will still be around. Now then, who is it that you should listen to? All of this come lately now, a blathering up a storm. All of this come latelyness, a blathering up a storm. Oh, the ancient pulse of the oceans in your bones. Which is it that you are going to listen to? Do you really want to be micro? Is that really what you want to be? Or do you want to live your eternity? Do you want to listen to the wisdom build it into the will of the mountains we carry willingly inside of us? These mountains that are composed of endless caverns of trabecules, of building eternally, where the heat they generate is used to heat the blood, and the blood is the only heat available when everything becomes a frozen gel. And so hold on to that heat as it pulsates from inside of the bones, and don't pay them no heed. All of these wines from the come latelyness all around of us. Just listen to the antiquity of pulsing in the oceans inside of the mountains we willingly carry inside. And these mountains are creating the warmth. That's how we know where it is coming from. And we have our being in this vast emptiness we can perceive as it slowly greens on the dunes of the forgotten void, as it breathes in new pastures for tomorrow, as it breathes in the reward of the will to be. We foster the will. We foster the will to be. We have our being in the fibers of the hurricane. We have our being here on this eternal way. The way where we fling ourselves, the huge frontier expanding into the uncanny, into the pure, pure, pure unknown. Adventuring rare and joyful in the sky of the sun, descrying before on the road to the gateway of the sun. We descry the ancient moment in its beginning into this eternal now. We have our being in the will of the mountains to reach into the sky, to pierce all of the fields of oxygen, to reach to the bloom of the planet in the sky of the sun. We have our being in the tides of the ancient ocean, thundering in the caverns of the bone. A great tide forever pulsing, furnishing the warmth to the blood, taking from the fields of oxygen nurture for the breath. Oh, ho, do, ye, do, re, do, te, do, da, do, 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 re, do, do, te, do, 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 go, do, ho, 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 to throw yourself away, to fling myself onto the pure unknown emptiness, to become We are the will of everything to be, even the smallest grain of ice in the vast void outside. Without the warmth, the ice cannot form. Without the warmth, the ice cannot form. And so, in the vast external place, he said, where the mountains reach out to the sky of the sun, where the sky is so very empty, where the space outside is very near, where the great and wanting hungry night is very close, where the sky of the sun almost doesn't reach, and sometimes it is dark all the time, and the only warmth to be found is that inside, and all that keeps that flame a-burning is the will to be. And so we have our being in the interstices of the fiber of the sinew. We have our being in the small rivulets around all the fibers of the muscles as they strain to achieve. But we have our being in all of the attachments of all of the hystera, all of the vast hystera of being, and this great powerful motivation, which is the will of everything to become. We have our will in the tide of the steel, in the tide of the iron, in the beating of the heart. We have our being. We have this antiquity, and yet our listening, our listening to all of this shower of come lately, all of this shower of come lately, who have created all of this demagoguery, all of this rhetoric, all of this is nothing, all of this completeness. The only real thing is the ancientness is what is holding us here, and what is making it possible for us to be such idiots. Oh yeah, oh yeah, all of this ancientness, which is housed in the architecture of the cells, all of the cells together, all universally. All of the cells in their perfect architecture is all of the knowledge we need. We need to realize that our will is the will of the ancient mountains to be. We have to remember how ancient we really are. We have to go into the ancientness which is in the deserts inside. All of those forgotten, forbidden, forsworn deserts beyond our ramparts, beyond the labyrinths that we have even forgotten about, beyond the reaches of the desert. And out there is a huge nest you will never fathom, which is why you're frightened to go there. But there is here is where pulses the ancient oceans on the shores of the bone. The ancient ocean pulsing to the equal beats of the furthest nebula. Just one beat, all of the myriad beats inside, in one huge harmony. All of these beats fusing into harmony. Boom, boom, dang, dang, doo, doo, dang, dee, dee, dang. Dum dee do dee do dee do dee dum dum da. Dum dum dee dum da do dee da dum da. Dee 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 do da dee dee dum da dee. Dum do dee do dee do dee do dee do dee do do da. Do 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 de do do da 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 de de do do de do da de do de do da de do de dum da de do 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 dum do dum do do dum dum da bum ba de bum de ba de bum de bum ba de dum bum 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 de dum de da de dum dum dum. Do de do da de do de do da do do de do da de do de do da.